statistics today. Statistics may, before understanding what is statistics, let us first understand the significance of statistics in economics. What is economics as such? So we have already understood that economics is a use of scarce resources. It is the study of mankind in the ordinary business of life. सो नॉर्मली नॉर्मल सिचुएशंस में कोई भी इंसान कोई भी ह्यूमन क्या करता है उसकी स्टडी को हम स्टैटिस्टिक्स बोलते हैं. सो इकोनॉमिक्स में स्टैटिस्टिक्स में हम डील किस किस चीज़ को करते हैं. प्राइमरीली वी डील विद द कंज्यूमर्स, वी डील विद द प्रोड्यूसर्स और वी कॉल देम सेलर्स, एम्प्लॉयर एंड एम्प्लॉय. सो इफ आई से हमारे कौन कौन से चैनल्स हैं जो इकोनॉमिक्स में हम स्टडी करते हैं. वी टॉक अबाउट consumer, we talk about producer, and we talk about distribution. Now assume a product being manufactured in any part of the country and is being received by you. For example, a product manufactured in, okay, let's take an example of a product being manufactured in say China, South Korea, Japan, England, America, Australia, and still we consume the same product here in India. How is it possible? It is possible because of these three aspects of economics, right? So the first aspect is consumer. We call him, what does a consumer do? A consumer does the consumption. How does a consumer consume a product? A consumer consumes a product by using it, by paying for it, obtaining the rights on the product, right of use on the product, and then by using it. Now, when a consumer uses a product, he gets the satisfaction. So the satisfaction that he drives, or we can say the utility that he drives from the consumption of a product, is known as consumption by the consumer, right? The next aspect or important ingredient is producer. Now, a consumer consumes a product, but who manufactures it? Now, manufacturing does not mean change of shape only. Manufacturing does not mean use of machines only. Manufacturing does not mean that there is someone else who produces a product. So manufacturing can be done by you yourself and consume yourself as well. So you becomes a producer as well as consumer both. Having said that, there is a, for example, there is a television which is being manufactured in a at a place outside India, but we people sitting in India are buying that product, are consuming or using that product. Who is a producer? The producer is a person who produces the product or who brings in the utility to in the product, right? If we take an example of an agriculture, who is a producer? The producer is the farmer. He has been given the seeds, he sow in those seeds, get the crop to get up, to develop actually, and then sells his produce to the other people who consumes the product. So he becomes a producer or manufacturer. For the other goods, for the other material things, a producer is a person who uses the machine or such other techniques for the change of conversion of a product, right? Then what is distribution? Distribution किसको बोलते हैं हम? Distribution होता है the one who distributes a product, जो distance को खत्म करता है, and it the said person basically lets the product get to us, lets the product reach us. So basically वो करता क्या है, वो ये सारी जो डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की प्रॉब्लम है, प्रॉब्लम ऑफ डिस्टेंस, वो रिड्यूस करने की कोशिश करता है. So he tries to reduce the distribution of the problem of distribution. Okay, so consumption, production, and distribution. Now, is economics required in statistics? सबसे पहले what is statistics? Statistics में क्या होता है? हमने एक चीज देखी है that economics is used because all the products in the country or in the world are scarce. Because these products are scarce, so we need to rationalize them, we need to kind of ration them for the general public. Now what is the criteria, what is that basis on which we rationalize them? Why shall I give it to particular society, particular country, particular city, particular village? Why shall I not give it to everyone? At what time shall I give it to them? Right? So what do I do is I will rationalize it. मैं राशन की तरह उसको डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करूंगा कि थोड़ा 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 सबको, या एक पर्टिकुलर टाइम पे एक को, फिर दूसरे को, फिर तीसरे को, फिर सबको. राइट? सो स्केर्सिटी. सो किसी भी इकोनॉमिक प्रॉब्लम में स्केर्सिटी सबसे बड़ा इशू होता है. यही वो स्केर्सिटी है जो क्यों अराइज होती है? बिकॉज किसी भी प्रोडक्ट के ऑल्टरनेट यूजेस हैं. We have discussed an example in the earlier classes that suppose we all buy milk at home. Now, what for do we use the milk? Do we use the milk for drinking it with the kids or for the elders? Do we use the milk for making curd out of it, for making cheese, paneer, sweets out of it? So these are the alternate uses, right? This is scarcity. So that is why we require these things. Okay, now important to understand is actually statistics kya hoti hai. If I go by the literal meaning, statistics means any quantitative information, or I can say quantification of the facts or findings. जितने भी हमारे facts और findings हैं उनकी quantification करने को हम statistics बोलते हैं. राइट? नाउ क्वांटिफिकेशन का मतलब क्या है? क्वांटिफिकेशन का सिंपल मीनिंग होता है कि जब भी मैं स्टैट्स को यूज करूंगा, आई विल यूज इट बेसिस सम नंबर्स. I will not use it कि this is my first preference, this is the other one, not on the basis of quality that it is beautiful or right or good in taste. I will use statistics only and only and only on the basis of क्वांटिफिकेशन, यानी कि नंबर्स के बेस पे कि मेरे को इतना परसेंट पसंद है. सो आई विल यूज सम नंबर, नॉट द क्वालिटी. ओके, सो स्टैटिस्टिक्स इन इकोनॉमिक्स करती क्या है? टू एनालाइज द इकोनॉमिक प्रॉब्लम्स वी नो मोर अबाउट इकोनॉमिक फैक्ट्स. Such economic facts are known as economic data. We try to find some measures that help to solve an economic problem. कुछ ना कुछ ऐसे measures को हम define करते हैं जो हमारी economic problem को solve करते हैं. So in economics, such measures are known as policies. Economics में ऐसे measures को हम policies बोलते हैं. No analysis of an economic problem would be possible without data. Now you want to distribute milk to everyone, but if you do not know how many of the people are actually looking for milk, you will not be able to quantify it, you will not be able to distribute them, you will not be able to ration them. So what do you need? You need this data, without which it is not possible. We can also say we make use of statistical tools to formulate the economic data, policies, reforms, economic laws. So we use the data in all such things. Data is something which is not usable for a particular thing. It is used everywhere, right? So what do we say statistics is? Now, please understand statistics we can divide into two parts, a plural sense or a singular sense. Okay, so when I talk of statistics in a plural sense, what do I say? I say statistics refers to the information in terms of numbers or numerical data. When I say population statistics of India, the employment statistics of India, right? So statistics of expenditure, public expenditure by the government in India. Okay, I say 80 students of class 1 this year scored 95% marks, then say 70 students of class 11th of the previous year. So these are all data. This is statistics in plural sense. How do I define this statistics in plural sense? The statistics in plural sense can be defined as numerical statement of facts in any department of inquiry which is placed in relation to each other. So if I have to find out how many plus one students are enrolled in government schools, how many plus one students are enrolled in private schools, if I have to find out this, so how will I find this? I will find this on the basis of statement of facts. The data जो मैं खुद collect करूँगा या किसी के through collect करूँगा, facts के साथ. In any department of inquiry, यानी कि किसी भी डिपार्टमेंट में, किसी भी फील्ड में, which is placed in relation to each other. So जब हम एक दूसरे से उसका रिलेशनशिप एस्टैब्लिश करते हैं, उसको हम स्टैटिस्टिक्स बोलते हैं in plural sense. So how, if I want to define it again in a simplest language, how do I define it? I say statistics are those that deals with the collection, analysis, interpretation and presentation of numerical data. It is that branch of mathematics and used in the disciplines such as accounting, economics, management, physics, finance, psychology, and sociology. So, statistics is not only used in economics or in accounting or in any other way. It is used almost everywhere where we want to study it. ओके, जहाँ पे भी हम उसको स्टडी करना चाहते हैं वहाँ पे हम इसको यूज करते ही करते हैं. वी हैव ऑलरेडी स्पोकन दैट स्टैटिस्टिक्स इज, it has two sense basically, singular and plural. So in singular sense methods or techniques we discuss, and in plural sense the quantitative information or the data we actually study. We have already stated that most economics data are quantitative, which means it can be measured by using a numerical numbers. So taxes, height, weight, prices of goods, income, marks in a subject, these are all quantitative data. Economics also uses qualitative data. Qualitative data को वो कैसे use करते हैं? The chief characteristic of such information is that they describe attributes of a single person or a group of persons that is important to record as accurately as possible. So I may say 50% of this food is tasteless, 50% of this food is with taste. So taste is a quality, but 50% is quantity, right? So we often use qualitative data as well. But 100% qualitative we do not use. We only use 100. We can use quantitative to the fullest extent. The data which cannot be measured in quantitative terms is called qualitative data. For example, the state of health, skilled or unskilled, honesty, aptitude, gender, intelligence, right? These are qualitative kind of data. So out of these above few points, if I have to define the features or characteristics of statistics, what do I say? I say first, aggregate of facts. So statistics is aggregate of facts, which means taking a single number may not lead to any conclusions, but I have to take more than one numbers to get into a conclusion. It is, second is numerically expressed quantitative information. So we can always say that yes, this data is always numerically expressed. Numerically expressed का मतलब क्या होता है? Numbers में express होगा हमेशा. Next, it is affected by multiplicity of causes. So किन किन चीजों से affect होता है? किसी एक चीज से थोड़ी affect होता है. It is affected by the causes which are more than one. So multiplicity of causes से ये impact होता है. Reasonable accuracy. Reasonable accuracy क्या होता है? कि जब भी हम डेटा को कलेक्ट करते हैं, वी मस्ट कीप इन माइंड द accuracy, the degree of accuracy within which we have to collect our data. So if I am going to collect the data for the weather today, I cannot say it is 10 degrees, I cannot say it is 20 degrees, 30 degrees. I may say it is between 29 to 31 for the whole day, right? So rather than being specific for 30, I may say 29 to 31, but it should be within reasonable degree of accuracy. If it is around 30 and I say no, it is 21 around, so it would be wrong. Okay, so it is affected by the more than one causes, and reasonable accuracy is required. The data is always placed in relation to each other. So such numericals will be called statistics that are mutually related and can be compared. So unless they have a quality of comparison, we cannot call them the statistics. Predetermined purpose. All this data is being used for some purpose for which we have collected it, either enumerated or estimated. Now, enumeration means that a person, we have taken this data either from a person, some person who has already visited the customers, or we have taken this data by personally visiting the customers. Or secondly, we may have estimated it by looking at the figures given by census, NSSO, or such other agencies. Next is, it is collected in a systematic manner. Systematic manner क्या होता है? तरीके से जब भी हम डेटा को सिस्टमेटिक मैनर में कलेक्ट करते हैं, एक एक तरीके से कलेक्ट करते हैं, वी ऑलवेज कॉल इट collected in a systematic manner. Systematic manner, first comes first, then the second, then the third. So sequence wise तरीके से as is required, right? So we can, these are basically the functions of statistics. We have already spoken that statistics can be divided into two parts, the plural or the singular. We can say till now we were talking of statistics in a plural sense, but statistics does have a singular sense as well. So what is that singular sense? Now, statistics basically means the science of statistics or the use of statistical methods. So it requires such techniques or methods that help us in collecting, classifying, presenting, analyzing, and interpreting the quantitative data. Okay, so how do we define statistics as? We can define statistics as the collection, presentation, analysis, interpretation of numerical data. Okay, so what do we mean by the word collection of data? It helps us in collecting the data from one or the other source. Then is organizing the data. Now, after we collect the data might be in haphazard form. So what do? We do collect the data. We collect the data in a way that it becomes useful and understandable. Presentation of data. Now, after organizing the data, after collecting and organizing the data rather, the presenting the data for the purpose for which we have collected it is equally important. Analysis of data. Now, what do we mean by the word analysis of data? So analysis is understanding what has actually happened. Why has, if there is a deviation, so why has the deviation happened? We call it analysis of data. And the last is interpretation. So we try and interpret the data in a way it is required by the responsible groups. So this is known as interpretation of data. What is the scope of statistics as such? So for understanding the scope, we need to understand the nature of statistics. We have already learned that statistics is basically a numerical data which is used in a scientific or systematic manner. So it can be science, it can be art as well, right? So this is nature of statistics. Now what is the subject matter of statistics? Subject matter. The statistics can be descriptive or inferential in nature. What is descriptive? Descriptive means all those methods which are used for the collection, presentation, as well as analysis of the data. This is descriptive. Okay. And what are inferential statistics? Inferential statistics refers to all such methods by which conclusions are drawn relating to the universe or population on the basis of given sample. किसी एक पर्टिकुलर सैंपल के बेस पे जब हम रेफरेंस और फाइनल कंक्लूजन पे पहुंचते हैं उसको हम inferential statistics बोलते हैं. Okay. Having said that, are there certain limitations of statistics? Yes, statistics have great limitations, we can always say. What are those limitations? Study of numerical facts only. So what does the statistics study? They study only the numerical numbers. They never study the quality of the product. Study of aggregates only. The statistics only studies the aggregates. Aggregates means if we collect say data of plus one students, plus one say 50 students, so we need not study each and every student. We total them, divide by them by 50, whatever analysis or the result comes down, we use that result. So it is a study of aggregates only. Next is homogeneity of data is very much required. So if we are say taking the data of all these students, however, I wanted to study the data of only plus one students. So all the students data may not be of any help to me. Results are true only on averages. So सिर्फ और सिर्फ averages के कारण ही result हमारा सही होता है. Most statistical findings are true only on averages. सिर्फ averages पे सही होता है. ठीक है, we may not fit right if we try and study the individual data. So we can say statistical observations are not error free. वो error free नहीं होती without reference. Results may prove to be wrong. So it is necessary that the circumstances and conditions under which we have reached the conclusion must be drawn. So वो कोई ना कोई reference होना चाहिए, otherwise you may lead to the wrong results. They can be used only by the experts. Is it before studying statistics, can you use statistics? Can you use statistics now before understanding or studying it? You cannot. So what do we need to do? We need to be expert in this. How can we be expert? After thoroughly studying the statistics as a subject. So it means it is not for a common man. It is for a statistician actually. Is it prone to misuse? Yes. We can always use or twist the data in a way we feel like. So certainly it is prone to misuse. The next is, what is the importance of statistics in economics? How statistics is important in economics? Is it actually important? Yes. So economics is based on statistics, or I can say without statistics, economics is nothing. So statistics, what does it actually do? It helps us in understanding, or I can say it is an indispensable tool for an economist to understand the economic problem. Using the various statistical methods, the economists find out the causes behind the economic problems. So qualitative or quantitative data ke through. When we found out the economic problem, or when we identify the economic problem, we can use certain methods. Statistics helps the economist to present the facts in precise and definite form. By using statistics, economic facts becomes precise and exact. So we are able to find out the solution in a better way rather than getting the vague statements. Statistics also helps in condensing mass data into a few numerical measures. So numerical measures help to summarize the data. वो data को summarize करने में help करते हैं. Statistics is used in finding relationship between different economic factors. अलग-अलग economic factors को understand करने के लिए use करते हैं. Statistics helps the economist to predict future trends and changes in the economy. By using statistics, economists can formulate plans and policies. So plans and policies को भी हम formulate कर सकते हैं if we use these statistics. So economic policies में statistics plays a vital role in decision making. Okay, so these are all the importance or functions of statistics. So how can I, if I have to put them into the main words, how can I put it? That quantitative expression of economic problems is most important. Without this, I cannot be able to compare the data. The next is intersectoral and intertemporal comparisons. Intersectoral मतलब एक sector का दूसरे sector से, intertemporal मतलब अलग-अलग time periods के साथ. So it is not possible unless we do it. Unless we make the use of statistics. Next point is working out the cause and effect relationship. Now, the statistics helps us in understanding the economics with the help of the cause and effect relationship which it gives. Construction of economic theories or economic models. So it helps us in constructing the economic theories. It helps us in constructing, in understanding the economic models. Economic forecasting. Economic forecasting is possible only with the help of statistics. So how much water shall a city use or a country use? What can be the use of, or how much water can be required in the next decade? So all these is possible only with the help of statistics. So economic forecasting is equally important. Formulation of policies. Lot many policies based on taxation, lot many policies based on revenues, lot many policies based on expenditure by the government, all are based on statistics. Economic equilibrium is being brought. What is economic equilibrium? So economic equilibrium is a state of balance for the producer or the consumer, where the producer finds that his profits are maximum, or where the consumer finds that his satisfaction is maximum. So when, after understanding the statistics, we try and solve the economic problem by the best possible methods, a person states that yes, he is in a position of economic equilibrium, right? So this is all about the information and something about the statistics. The last point which is left is, which is otherwise a limitation as well. What is the distrust of statistics? So क्या statistics एक धोखा है, distrust है? So statistics can be a rainbow of lies. Why? Because the data that we have collected might not be the exact data which is required. Tissues of falsehood. The person who is collecting the data or the method used in collecting the data might not be the same which was required. Statistics can prove anything. Anything negative, anything positive can be proved as right with the use of statistics. Statistics cannot prove anything. So if you want that something right should be proved wrong, statistics can prove it by, if there is a default in collecting the data. So statistics are like clay of which you can make either a god or a devil. So it's a statistics. The statistics can be like this.